They say that revenge is sweet, but for 47 men in ancient Japan, revenge was a long, cold wait. Imagine you are a soldier trained to fight and die for your boss. One day, your boss is tricked and killed by a bad man who laughs about it. You want to fight back immediately. You want justice. But these men did not fight. Instead, they smiled, they bowed, they disappeared. They sold their swords and became beggars. They acted like homeless drunks for 2 whole years. Why? Because they knew that to catch a dangerous enemy, you cannot attack when he is watching. You have to wait until he falls asleep. This is the true story of the long sleep, where 47 men destroyed their own lives just to trick their enemy into a trap. The story starts in the year 1701. A young lord named Asano was a good and honest man, but he had to work with an older official named Lord Kira. Kira was corrupt and a bully. He demanded money from Asano, and when Asano refused to pay, Kira treated him like garbage. He insulted him in front of everyone. Finally, Asano got angry. He pulled out his sword and hit Kira. It was just a small cut on the forehead, but it was a huge crime to use a weapon in the palace. The punishment was death. Lord Asano was forced to kill himself that same day. His family lost all their money. His samurai soldiers lost their jobs. But the worst part was that Lord Kira was not punished at all. He went home rich and happy, while Asano was dead. This was unfair, and everyone knew it. Under the samurai rules, the soldiers were supposed to attack Kira immediately to avenge their master. Lord Kira knew this, so he surrounded his house with hundreds of guards. He sent spies to watch the soldiers. He was ready for a fight. But the fight never came. The leader of the soldiers was a man named Oishi. He knew that if they attacked now, they would all die for nothing. So he made a painful plan. He told his men, "We must make everyone think we are cowards." Oishi moved to a new city and started acting crazy. He drank alcohol all day. He slept in the street. He spent all his money on gambling. He acted so shameful that his wife left him. One day, a stranger saw Oishi sleeping in the dirt and kicked him in the face. The stranger yelled, "You are not a soldier. You are a dog." Oishi just apologized and rolled over. When Lord Kira's spies saw this, they ran back to tell him. They said, "Don't worry, these men are not warriors anymore. They are just drunks and losers." Lord Kira laughed. He finally felt safe. He stopped worrying. He even sent many of his guards home. This was the moment Oishi was waiting for. The tiger had finally closed its eyes. On a snowy night in December 1702, the 47 men met in secret. They took off their beggar clothes and put on their armor. They walked silently through the snow to Kira's mansion. Oishi hit a drum to start the attack. They stormed into the house. Because they had waited 2 years, the guards were surprised and weak. The samurai fought their way through the house, searching every room. But Lord Kira was not in his bed. They panicked. Had they failed? Then they found a small shed used for storing coal. Inside, hiding behind some bags, was Lord Kira. He was shaking with fear. Oishi did not scream at him. He treated him with respect. He offered Kira a sword and said, "Please, die with honor like a samurai." But Kira was a coward. He cried and refused to take the sword. So Oishi finished the job himself. He cut off the head of the man who killed his master. The revenge was complete. The next morning, the 47 men marched through the city. They didn't run away. They walked to their master's grave and placed Kira's head there as a gift. Then they sat down and waited for the police. The ruler of Japan was amazed by their loyalty. He decided that they should not be executed like criminals. Instead, he allowed them to die with honor. They died together, side by side. Today, they are buried next to their master, remembered as the most loyal men in history. They proved that true strength isn't about attacking fast, it is about waiting for the perfect moment to strike.